What in the actual world is going on at BSG? What is Nikita smoking? I can't curse in the first 5 minutes because I want this to be monetized and I want everyone to be able to see this, and I don't want any restrictions on this video because I want to slam Battlestate Games and Nikita for what they are doing with Tarkov. Hi, my name is Guns. I've played a variety of first-person shooters since I was like 4 years old, and I've done it on the internet since I was about 16, which happens to be 15 years ago. I'm an old internet cow, okay? And I have never seen anything this egregious in my life from any developer. This includes EA, Ubisoft, NetEase. I could go on and on about how the only thing that comes close to how bad this is a gacha game. And even some gacha games out of China and Japan respect your time more than this Russian bullshit does. This is I already cursed. I have to start I'm not going to. I don't care. This is ridiculous. So first, I own the Edge of Darkness edition for Tarkov, and I've played Tarkov for about 5 years at this point. I bought it on initial release, and I played it some, and then I played it more afterwards, and I've played it here and there throughout the time whenever there were big updates, and I've always had fun with Tarkov, but there have been some hard points. Some of those hard points include cheaters, recoil systems, inertia, lack of making quality of life easier for the player in-game, and instead just making things more difficult for no real apparent reason, and BSG has done that a lot. Today is no different. So, if you don't know, they've released a new edition called the Unheard edition, and I think they're accurate. This is Unheard of, the Unheard of edition. This is this is insane. Let's start with what you got in the Edge of Darkness edition before they took that down. So for all of us that previously bought this for 150 USD, you get free access to Escape from Tarkov Arena, which we all got and came out. Guaranteed instant access to the closed beta, a digital copy for preload, huge stash size, 10 by 68, additional equipment and resources in stash, initial good standing with all in-game traders, unique in-game ID. By the way, everybody gets a unique in-game ID. This is a nothing burger, okay? And then, separate from Escape from Tarkov Arena, free access to all subsequent DLC. So what would you call DLC? Because this game's in beta. This game's actually in alpha, honestly. It's in early access. This game's not 1.0. This game is still in development. So we've not actually had, technically, any DLC in this game. And free access to Escape from Tarkov Arena is listed separately from all subsequent DLCs in the Season Pass. These are the two main things I'm concerned about. All this other extra bullshit I don't really care about. The unique in-game ID is just there. Oh, look how much they could take that away. Everyone gets a unique in-game ID. Stop feeding us bullshit. The Unheard of edition. Guaranteed instant access to the closed beta, a digital copy for preload, access to the PvE co-op mode with persistent progression. Progression will not be reset with wipes. This is not currently existing game. There is no single player or co-op offline version of Tarkov. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, it went away. There is no offline version of Tarkov currently. To get access to it, you have to buy this. That sounds like DLC to me, or actually, honestly, it sounds like a quality of life update. That doesn't even sound like DLC. What are you smoking? Okay. Expanded PMC pockets. So I've actually seen this. Instead of getting 4 single squares on your PMC pockets, I believe they now get 4 double squares in your PMC pockets. That's pretty substantial. Increased fence standing. This makes it so that you get such an increase in the fence standing that scavs won't shoot at you over 60 meters. More additional slots in the flea market to sell something once you hit level 15. unique in-game melee weapon, which looks pretty cool, but that, increased mail retention time, additional background screen options, free access to all subsequent DLCs. I feel like we've seen that somewhere before. Access to the early test server ETS, additional equipment and resources and stash. This one's by this free access to all subsequent DLCs. The season. Where have we seen that before? Oh, really? This is a lie. This is false advertising. BSG let us buy the Escape from Darkness edition saying we get access to all DLC. They guaranteed it. Free access to all subsequent DLC. That's why we paid them $150, okay? That's 2 AAA games that are $70. That's 2.5 AAA games that are $60, okay? Now he wants us to pay a staggering $250. That is 4 AAA games at $60, or 3 at $70, or over a dozen indie games that you can have an infinite amount of fun with, or that's funding an entire, you could buy out the entire microtransaction list of some free-to-play games with $250. You could get substantial free-to-play stuff in multiple, you could get almost every hero, or a good chunk of them, like 60% in League of Legends, for $250. Do you understand the implication? He's saying, BSG is saying, Nikita is saying, that their game is worth 4 or 5 times a AAA game. Because you want this is absolutely anti-consumer. Don't support Tarkov. Don't support this game. As of today, I have to go uninstall it. I'm not going to play this game. I'm not going to support this game. I'm not going to stream this game. I'm not going to make content about this game that says you should be interested in this, other than you should stay away. You shouldn't play this game. This is so anti-consumer. This is like shooting your audience and then asking why they're bleeding. This is greed. Pure, plain, and simple. And if they say, oh, well, we don't have the money, then you've mismanaged your funds. We know they've sold several million copies. They ban 70,000+ cheaters in a year, and the majority of them buy copies back. So they're probably selling 100,000 copies a year again, even of standard editions. BSG is doing fine monetarily. They're poorly managed, or Nikita wants another car. Nikita gotta have that big buck dick swinging past your knees. This is ridiculous. As far as I'm concerned, fuck Nikita, fuck BSG. There are other extraction shooters that'll come along that will take their place. And BSG will go under. That's what they deserve. If they had said, you know what, $40, I'd have been like, you know what, a little steep, but I'll pay $40 for co-op progression. For me to get Edge of Darkness, for me to get this is a $100 upgrade for me, 100 USD. I'm not paying that. I'm gonna go buy the Final Shape, which is a DLC that's a respectable $40. Despite the fact that I have massive complaints about Bungie and Destiny, and the end times is nigh, and Sony's gonna take over, Bungie would be considered a good guy in this scenario, because they aren't thrashing us with a $250 price retention to get access to co-op! That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Guns. I'm going to get out of here before I get any more angry than I have to and run around my yard to get this anger out of my system. If you like the video, feel free to like it, subscribe, follow, watch me on Twitch. All the shit you need is in the profile or description down below. I'll see you guys later. GG, everybody.